Alright, what is up guys? Welcome back to some more videos, and in today's video, the Arnold Classic Amateur. Now, there's quite a few of these contests that just don't really care about who enters. It's kind of like, hey, I mean, if you want to compete, you can just hop into the show and, we can just kind of take your money real quick, and it's kind of like, just hop on in. But it's kind of like, I feel like there should be a guideline in terms of someone wanting to compete, like at least a physical look, man, because when you have guys like, let's say this, by the way, shout out to Mark's Max Muscle for the video. He does bodybuilding content and reviews and stuff. Really cool guy. He put the video together. I'm just kind of putting my own spin on what he already put, so I'm gonna link that video down below for you guys to check out. So check out his original video. But yeah, man, like, you have a bunch of guys who just literally look like they're in the office drinking coffee 1 minute, and then they just put on some posing trunks and some tan and just want to just jump on stage. I mean, I don't even understand why you would want to compete looking like this, for one. And for two, like, what's the point? And for three, what are the organizers doing about this? They're not really stopping these guys. I mean, it's kind of like, as long as you can pay, we're going to take your money. You can step on stage. But I mean, there really should be some way to kind of secure this a little bit. Like, this looks ridiculous. We're just gonna go through a bit of these photos here that he compiled. Shout out to Mark's Max Muscle. What a tongue twister. This guy isn't horrible. I mean, he got some muscle, he trains, he's not in condition, he's not massive, see Arnold Amateur, but you can tell he doesn't belong here, man. Like, just dead ass. And look at this guy. Like, what am I looking at? Like, when I was 19, I looked better than this guy. Like, no legs, no leg separation, no conditioning. I mean, this is kind of like an off shot, first of all. I was actually trying to find these original photos myself, but I couldn't. I couldn't find Arnold Amateur photos without having to pay for them, and I didn't want to pay for them. I just want to do a video real quick. But I mean, I don't even know, like, what this guy is thinking here. Like, why would you step on stage looking like this, knowing that the Olympia guys look how they look? I mean, you have these pro bodybuilders for somewhat of a reference, right? You want to aspire to look like that, and you shouldn't step on stage until you kind of have that type of mold, that type of, like, popping muscle with the conditioning. Not maybe the size, obviously, because, you just can't have Olympia size, just like 1 year of training. But I mean, where's the disconnect to step on stage like this? Like, what is that disconnect, bro? Take a look at the other pictures here. Kind of like an off photo. This guy maybe doesn't look too bad. Like, he has some chest, some arms, some shoulders. Like, but you can tell he doesn't belong. We've seen this photo already. I mean, this guy really doesn't belong at all. This is just like off season. Like, this guy is literally like midway into his off. Like, he's literally dead center off season, and he decided to step on stage at the Arnold. I mean, me right now, and I haven't competed since 2015. I am in better condition right now without even training, because we have this, obviously, virus going around. I am 6 weeks removed out the gym. Right now, I'm in better condition than this guy. And I'm not even weight training right now because I literally can't. I can just do cardio, and that's all I'm doing. Oh my God, man. This is ridiculous, man. Like, and this is the Arnold. This isn't just some, like, regional like Joe Blow show. Like, this is the freaking Arnold Amateur. This guy in the middle is actually legit. You can tell he has like a great set of wheels, great foundation, great V-taper actually. Probably could use a bit more conditioning, but the tall guy next to him just doesn't really have legs, doesn't really have much chest mass. He almost looks natural, honestly. And to be fair, maybe these guys are natural, and I probably should give them the benefit of the doubt, because if they are natural, then you know what? Kudos to you guys for trying to actually turn pro, or even just stepping on this stage natural. Like, if you're natural, then okay. I do think you should probably stay within your own, kind of like organization, because natural should compete against natural, and vice versa. Like, once you start mixing it up, maybe that's where things start to look funky, like we're looking at right now. But the guy in the middle, he does look legit. Like, great set of wheels, really good set of wheels. Even for like pro standards, man, wheels are really good, to be honest, on that guy there. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, I mean, bro, come on. You know what? Maybe I'm looking at this from a different lens, okay? Like, if you're just one of these guys who you love bodybuilding, like you really enjoy the sport, you want to watch it, you want to try competing, and these are these type of guys who just want to try it. Okay, but maybe not on this stage, like another kind of local, regional, whatever kind of show, something else. Just not the Arnold Amateur, man. And the Arnold Amateur needs to kind of find some way to secure these guys, kind of police these guys in a sense, because this actually is very common, to be fair. If you look back at almost every single year of the honor, you can kind of find one of these guys in the mix, and honestly, no one talks about them, but they are there, and it takes away a little bit. Like, it starts to become almost like a laugh. And I love bodybuilding. I don't want it to be a sport where people laugh at it. Like, the general public who is not in the industry will look at this and they might laugh at it. It's kind of like, what am I looking at? Like, their first impression of bodybuilding isn't Brandon Curry, it's this. Like, I mean, that could very well happen. And, that's going to suck. Like, we're going to lose a potential fan. So, I don't know, man. Let's continue. Let's see what happens here. Back double from this guy. By the way, I'm not ripping on one individual person. I know no one that I'm looking at. I know no one's name, okay? I don't want to just seem like I'm coming off in terms of like I'm ripping on the person itself. It's just the physique. This is a physique sport. You're going to get criticized and critiqued. If you can't handle it, then don't step on stage. Don't wear a Speedo and step on stage and expose yourself if you don't want to be critiqued. This guy, although he has like some little piece of a bicep and shoulder, has no place to be on stage. He needs another 2 to 5 years of training. Easy. Like, I don't even know, man. This doesn't look bad. You know what? This is a bodybuilder. This is an amateur bodybuilder with some conditioning, could potentially win like the middleweight class. I mean, he doesn't look bad from the side. Not sure what the front or the back looks like, but this doesn't look horrible. I mean, he has all the size in the world to probably turn pro in, let's say, his own weight class if the other guys are off. I mean, he has size, so I wouldn't say this guy doesn't belong. Like, he has some thickness, so yeah. Okay, see, like, obviously you can see the guy with the cannonball delts. He belongs. I mean, even him, like, his legs probably could use a bit more thickness. But for the most part, the F body's there. Shoulders maybe are a little suspect. You know what I mean by that? You guys know what I mean by suspect. Like, that shoulder, man, like, it just kind of a little too popping. But anyway, so the guy next to him, like, obviously he trains. He has like a little piece of a chest, like some shoulders. But there's no legs, no arms, no conditioning, no real effort in terms of prepping for a show. There's no vascularity at all to be seen. Like, when people have like that little, like, small little bicep vein, he doesn't even have that. Or the pictures that's horrible quality. It could be both. Like, you see what I mean, man? Like, you can't have this be a thing. I mean, honestly, I feel like at this point, I could step on stage and turn pro. Like, if this is my competition, obviously I can't beat that guy with the shoulders, but I mean, I could probably beat that other guy over there. Just being natural, I probably could. I mean, with just crazy conditioning. I don't know, man. This is really nuts. Let's keep going. Let's see what we have here. See, like, I'm just a broken record at this point. Like, I'm saying the same shit over and over again. Like, no legs, like, no size, bro. No size, no conditioning, no prep. Like, this guy is probably good for like Magic Mike at the club. I mean, yeah, if you want to like Magic Mike at the club, just kind of like wear like some torn up jeans and just walk up in the club with your like I don't know, like a bow tie or something. Like, okay. I mean, okay. But for a bodybuilding show, bro, you don't step on stage like this. Like, you don't step on stage in freaking Magic Mike conditioning. You don't do that. Like, bro, why? I mean, I guess this is his transition into most muscular. You can tell he has like a little chest, okay, but it's like you're not out of the oven. You're not even in the oven to come out of the oven. That's just how it is. This guy is legit. Whoa! Look at Kai. Look at the feathering on the quads, man. Okay, this is insane. Like, this guy, I mean, this shot looks crazy. Quads are insane. He has arms. He's massive. Like, this is a good shot for him. I don't know who he is, but he belongs. He definitely belongs. For sure. Yeah, this guy over here, man. I mean, even the guy, like, bro, both the guys look like crap. I mean, the gut's hanging on this guy. This guy has like a flat chest. Some quad, hamstring, glute tie in there. There's like a little bit of it, but for the most part, no upper body, gut is out, no chest. The guy next to him is not even in the conversation, to be honest. Wow. Is this Big Lenny? Wow. Wow. Literally, like, I don't know what else to say. Literally just wow. So, I mean, is it just me or is that like synthol traps? Like, that's the first thing to look at, like the synthol traps, the really, really thick waist. And this is Big Lenny. This is a Big Lenny without a gut. He has, no disrespect to Big Lenny. I love myself some Big Lenny, but this physique, I mean, like, I don't even know. Like, I don't even need to speak in it. You can see where the flaws are. You can see what I'm talking about. Like, there's no place for this to be on a bodybuilding stage. I mean, at least not the Arnold. This is very upsetting. Yeah, like, wow. Like, I'm not trying to be a dick at all. Like, please, but I mean, like, why is the nipple so low? So, this guy looks like he was like 300 pounds and lost like 150 pounds, which is very commendable. Like, that kind of weight loss, I take my hat off to that kind of weight. That's a lot of weight loss. That's a lot of fat. He has like this saggy skin to him, which I guess isn't his fault. Like, he tried. The guy next to him looks pretty legit, honestly. Like, arms, and he has some legs, and he looks like he tried. He does take some of that good Skittles. Obviously, you can see that. But yeah, I mean, yeah, like, I don't even. This is like Palumboism and Lennyism and like I don't even know what else ism. Like Greg Kovacsism. Like, it's just not looking great. This is literally Big Lenny's back. Like, I'm convinced this is Big Lenny. This has to be Big Lenny. There's no way this is not Big Lenny. Like, the similarities in the physique is just too much. Yeah, like, you see what I mean by the nipples? It's like he definitely was overweight. You can tell from the stomach. Okay, so, I kind of want to not rip on this guy as much because although I can say things, maybe he used the Arnold Classic as like a weight loss kind of goal for himself. Like, maybe he was like a really overweight, obese man, and this is his first time really dedicating himself to losing weight. He just so happened to pick one of the biggest amateur stages in the world to step on stage and present his physique. Now, although I commend him for wanting to lose weight with the goal of stepping on stage and competing, because maybe he's a big fan of bodybuilding, maybe he loves bodybuilding and he was inspired by the bodybuilders to lose weight, and he just wanted to have that as a driving motivation. I get it, and obviously he probably was quite heavy, quite overweight, quite high in body fat. He had to lose the body fat to obviously try to get in some kind of condition to compete. You know what? I don't really want to rip on him because I see that. Like, you can see the work and you can kind of see where he's been. You can see where his physique was, and he was really big. So he did lose a lot of weight. He lost a lot of weight. And I'm assuming it was for this specific show. So I don't want to rip on him. But at the same time, I don't take back what I said in terms of these kind of physiques don't belong on the Arnold Classic stage. Honestly, any bodybuilding stage. I mean, I don't want to come off as like a dick or whatever, but when you talk about bodybuilding, when you talk about putting on a pair of Speedos and going on stage and presenting your physique, like in terms of these like big shows like the Arnold, bro, like the Arnold Amateur, maybe the NPC USAs. Well, I mean, that's a qualifier. You can't just like step on and say you have to qualify to be there. There has to be a way to police this. I mean, like I said, I don't want to be rude, but I mean, just bro, come on. Just come on. Back potential, okay, but just come on. Like, bro, come on. Calf detail, I see you. What is up with this? So, like, I think I've said enough. I feel like there should be a way to police this. There should be a way to make sure that if you're going to compete and step on stage, you actually have like at least some kind of physique criteria in terms of at least maybe looking the part. Honestly, I don't even know how you would even put in some guidelines in terms of having people show up who are actually worthy of the stage. Not even sure what that would look like, what those guidelines would be. But at this point, man, like this has happened quite a bit to where there should be something in play to kind of safeguard who steps on stage. Anyways, quick video, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, share, comment down below. If you're not subscribed, make it a thing. Sub to the boy, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.